Hello and welcome to Better Than Yesterday. I'm Steve Calis and I'm joined as always by Tom Sims. Tom, are you alright, bud?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, really good. Really excited for this episode. What will we be talking about?
It's all about growing yourself 1% better every day.
1% better every day. So let's not waste any time.
Don't you think that we just live in a world of wanting instant gratification at the moment? Like, everything you can possibly want is at a touch of a button. You can date online, you can order food online, you can book a holiday, you can even book a lift to the airport at the same time. I just feel like we need to go back to focusing on how we are as humans and try and better ourselves every day. But you need to understand that it's a journey through life, and these mindset changes is definitely a lifestyle and not a hobby. We need to grow every day and remain on that path that you've chosen. Be aware that everyone's on different paths. It's so easy to check Instagram and social media to see how successful or happy someone might look, but they might have started their journey years ago. You shouldn't compare your page 1 to someone off their page 25.
The topic of today is being 1% better than yesterday. And what does that mean to you? And I mean your actual personal experience with this, because when you were on the Steve Calis show, you talked a lot about your very turbulent past with depression and alcohol and that sort of thing. So why is it important to be mindful for you of being 1% better every day? What does it mean?
It's personal growth, and someone coming from that has been at rock bottom, it's knowing that it's not going to change overnight. You can't go for one run and then run a marathon the next day. And it's exactly the same with your mind. You can't rush things. You have to take things day by day and do the little things. It all comes from tiny habit changes.
Yeah. And when we spoke last time, something that really stuck with me, and I've thought about literally every single day, is when you said that someone you listened to, was it Rob Dial? They said, your mind is like a garden.
Yeah.
So, and what was that again? Repeat that, because that was honestly that really got stuck with me. I've been thinking about that every day since.
Well, it's just a great expression, and it's your mind is, you picture it like it's a garden and everything's overgrown and it's horrible, and it's a complete mess. You can't walk from one side to the other. But being mindful and growing yourself 1% every day, you've got to then go cut the grass, cut the weeds away. That's day 1, and then you might plant some seeds. That's day 2.
It's a steady
progress.
It's
a steady progress, because not everyone's the same, and everyone's going to grow as a person in different ways and different steps.
I think in my own experience, I've only just started to take this on board, the 1% better each day thing, because since the birth of my son, I think, man, there's certain examples I will need to set for him, and also I would like to live long enough to see him grow into a man. So my eating habits, and I smoke a lot, and I've got all these terrible vices in a minute. I'm much better than I was sort of 10 years ago, and I've just started to lose a little bit of weight from walking to work. I'm nutritionally a little bit better than I was, but I'm still a sort of fat, lazy slob who needs some motivation. So what would you say to someone like me who's saying, right, I'm sort of on the right track, but what do I need to know? What do I need to think about when I'm in this sort of mode?
It's keeping those tiny habits. You have to change your lifestyle. It's not a hobby. You can't just pick it up one day and then, all right, that's me sorted. It's the tiny habits every single day. It's the small wins that you do. It's the saving money. It's the eating healthy. It's being mindful. It's getting the sleep. It's not drinking as much as often. And it's the way that you speak to yourself. If you're telling yourself that you're fat and lazy, you know what, you're gonna be fat and lazy. It's in your mind. You're talking yourself into it already. It's laws of attraction. So change it up. Start with telling yourself, I'm gonna get fit. I'm gonna eat well. I'm gonna do this.
Win the psychological battle.
Yes.
One little bit at a time.
100%.
Then we talked about on the Steve Calis show that what I like to do is, before I go to bed, write 3 things I like about myself and 3 things I like about my life. And I find that tool gives you much easier access after a little while to positive stuff, because you think about it all the time. It's sort of there as a default.
100%.
And that is a good platform, I think, for launching your self-confidence. And you're right. What I did was I drank an extra couple of glasses of water a day because I needed to increase my water intake. I ate a little bit less salt, a little bit less sugar each day.
Each day is 1% better each day, and that's all it is. It's these tiny, small wins, tiny, small habits to your lifestyle.
What's important to me is I always feel like today, for example, I've had a really good week nutritionally. I've eaten quite well, I've drank loads of water, I've walked to work, I started to make progress, and today everything just sort of caved in, and I had a bottle of Coke and I ate shit. I forgot to take lunch to work, so I had some, donut and all sorts of things I really shouldn't have had.
Sounds like a great day.
It was a good day. It was a good day, yeah, but just not physically. My body just can't handle the sugar, so I was really disappointed in myself. So how do I get around that? Like, now, do I feel? Because sometimes I feel like, oh fuck it, I'm gonna eat shit tonight and tomorrow. Now, why keep on it?
Yeah, well, that's why it's 1% every day, not 10% every day. You just got to remember that the direction that you're travelling is a lot more important than the speed that you're going, and you're only ever going to fail is when you totally give up.
Yeah, that's right. Wow, that's good. That's really great. And I needed to hear that today because I'm just on that thing of like, bollocks. I've given up today. I'll write off the weekend, start again Monday. But it's no good, is it?
It's the fact that you've noticed it, though.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're writing your notes tonight, what you're grateful for, you can say, well, I'm grateful that I had the opportunity to afford a can of Coke.
Holy
but
shit.
Tomorrow I'm going to do better.
God damn. You're the Gandhi of our times. So let's leave the good people of that are listening to us with 2 things to concentrate on this week. So if you take nothing away from the rest of the episode, what can they take with them now for the rest of the week?
Simple things. You can, if you didn't drink enough water last week, why don't you try and up your water dosage? And cut out that evening snack. You don't need it. It's just it's a nicety. So cut it out and change it for an apple.
Yeah, tiny little things. yeah, you're right. There's tiny little things that will make a world of difference.
Yeah.
Water's important. That's something I'm concentrating a lot on at the minute. Try and get more water in, because I try and remember that your body's like an engine and needs the correct fuel. Otherwise, it just
definitely.
Yeah. So I'm happy to call that a wrap on this episode, mate.
Yeah, nice one, mate.
Have you found it? You enjoyed it?
Loved it.